Hey y'all, I don't know how long it's gonna be, so I'm gonna try to make it really quick because I'm totally multitasking. But trying to get this live too, start live video. I was trying to start. Sorry, I'm so multitasking. But and driving. But I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm a really good driver. Very good driver. I really wanted to talk about this corona pandemic. And sometimes when I make videos, I don't make a lot of videos, but when I do, it's when I'm inspired. And so I'm inspired. So basically, and this is quite an unpopular opinion, I understand that, but everybody has the right to have their own opinion, and so I have the right to have mine. But as far as this pandemic goes, like I'm looking,
mile proceed straight on East Mitchell Road.
So I'm looking, and I'm looking at everything that's going on, and I see people like getting closer with their families during this time, no matter the reason. So, like, some people may be scared, you know, some people may be empowered, some people may be, not wanting to
proceed straight on East Mitchell Road,
be alone per se at the time, even though it's social distancing. Some people don't want to be alone, so they want to connect.
Just ahead, make a right turn on South 3rd Street using the upcoming right lane.
They want to connect more with their loved ones. So
using the right lane, make a right turn on South 3rd
so the
Street.
earth is healing. They're saying that the ozone layer is becoming closer, like getting put back together, like healing. They're saying the rivers in
half-mile pickup.
The rivers in Venice are healing. So there's a lot of things that's healing because people aren't out doing the harsh things that they're usually doing on a day-to-day basis. And this is like the whole world. So yeah, this is a pandemic that is taking out a lot of people, but at the same time, it's a pandemic that's bringing people together. And it's on a different type of level though, because not physically, but from the heart. Like, not physically coming together, but from the heart, people are actually coming together and being there for one another and buckling down, because we as human beings tend to get closer to one another during times of tragedy. I don't know why people don't come together for the joyous occasions like they do for the tragedies. Nonetheless, there's a balance. And so everything must have a balance. So I do feel like this new virus or old virus or new strain of an old virus, whatever you want to call it, I feel like this virus has really showed us that it has a right to be here. She came in. I'm thinking it's a she. I'm gonna call Corona a she. You know, even though the Corona is meaning for crown, the crown virus, because of the protein spikes that are shaped like a crown. I'm thinking that it's a she. It's like a female energy. Even the Catholics have Saint Corona, which is a female energy, which is the patron saints of pandemics, nonetheless. But yeah, so I feel like it's a female energy, and I feel like she's mad. Yes, picking up an Uber.
Okay, you pull around.
Okay. So and I've been hearing for years that the female energy is coming back with a vengeance to bring back love, because it had been taken away for so long. So there's a lot of different cultures and a lot of different religions are talking about some of the same things, which is the love coming back. And this is, some people, the New Agers will call this the age of Aquarius, information age, where people are like expressing their love and expressing their emotions so deeply. People talk bad about the millennials, like, oh, they can't do anything, they're lazy, all they want to do is talk about their feelings. But what we don't understand is these millennials, they're a new breed of people who are born in this age, and that's the energy that they're bringing in. See, what people fail to realize is everybody that's here on this earth, or who has been on this earth, has been strategically placed here on this earth for specific purposes. And by who, I feel like it's coming from source energy or God, or however you want to call it, the creator. But be that as it may, the source energy is, hey, how you doing? Picking up for Fred.
Yes, ma'am. Can you pull up?
Okay. So, this energy, this new energy that's coming out, is foreign to people because people not used to having love in their hearts. You know, it would take a virus, a coronavirus to shut the whole world down, and people are only looking at the negative sides of it because people are dying. People die every day. But if you understand life, you'll understand that there is no death. Everything just transfers. Everything just moves shapes and moves, the energy transfers to another, what would you say, dimension, or it transfers. There is no real death, okay? Because it's just a cycle. You know, it goes deep. The cycle goes deep. And only certain people with certain frequencies can understand what I'm trying to say. But basically, this whole coronavirus, even though it's bringing a lot of destruction into the earth, it's bringing a lot of love too. And we gotta admit, she came with some balance, because people are coming together, helping one another like no other time before. People are being there with each other, connecting with people they haven't connected with in so long. People are connecting with long lost cousins, long lost friends, and whatever beefs a lot of people have, a lot of it is dissipating because that energy is leaving. Okay, y'all, the way the world, and again with the 5G and the radiation, see, everything on earth evolves. Some things that were the way they were a million years ago aren't the way they are now because it's evolved. Even us humans, we evolve. So this energy is evolving, and God is bringing love back to this earth. And if you're of the pure in heart, if you're of pure heart, if your heart is pure, you shouldn't have to worry. One, you shouldn't have to worry about death or dying because you know your heart is pure and it wouldn't matter. And two, just us operating here in this realm, in reality, it's like if you don't upgrade your heart, you're going to get left behind. You have to upgrade, okay? You have to, like, keep with it. Because if things are on the same frequency, if you're on that same frequency and the same wavelength that's vibrating on a higher level than those radio waves and those ions that are just moving around, if your heart is light, it's transferring up to the ethers. And I know this may go across a lot of y'all's heads. I know some people may have to go back and look at it like, wait a minute, what does she talk about? But if your heart is pure, you know, it's like when they used to forge knives, in the fire. Going through that process, it has to be burned, but even though like fire is hot, you know, blah, 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 at the end, after beating that and after that metal going through so much, it's perfected in the end. So basically what I'm trying to say, y'all, in a nutshell, change your ways. Change your mind, change your thinking, and focus on love. And you don't have anything to worry about. I promise you. You won't. Regardless of anything, you won't have anything to worry about. Just keep love in your heart. Vengeance and all these other old energies. Spitefulness. All these different ways that people have. These layers are slowly being peeled back. And only the strong survive. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say, y'all. Put some love in your heart, you know. And not just a show-off kind of love. It has to be like a genuine, pure heart. We just had the Passover. A lot of people don't understand what happened with the Passover. The story of the Passover was a story about there was destruction coming. There was destruction coming. And death coming. Or quote unquote, death coming. And these people were supposed to get some lamb's blood and paint across the top. Oh. Thank you. Have a good one. But these people were supposed to take that blood and mark their doors so that when death came, it would pass them over. Hence, the Passover. Okay? A lot of people think Passover was the Last Supper. It's not the Last Supper because Jesus even spoke of the Passover. Because that's what they were already celebrating, even when he was born. Okay? Death passing over the doors of the people who put the blood of the lamb on their door. That's what it was about. Symbolically, you see, the lamb is innocent. So pretty much it's like they were painting their doors with innocence. Because the blood of the lamb is innocent. Okay? So that innocence goes back to having a pure heart.
Using the left lane,
If you have a pure heart, you're innocent.
Then pick up.
Doesn't matter what you did in the past. If your heart is clean, you're innocent. Your own guilt weighs you down and makes you guilty and makes you sin. But that innocence, having that pure heart, death will pass you over. Okay? Having a pure heart, death will pass you over. Not the quote-unquote not living kind of death. Disconnected kind of death. Being disconnected from your source, from your creator.
Using the right lane, make a right turn on East Peoples Road.
That's what's going to pass you over. So, yeah, coronavirus and 5G or whatever you want to call it, people keep arguing about which is making people sick. The coronavirus or 5G, is it real? But does it really matter?
Make a right turn on Hill Road.
You still got to get up and go and live your life each day. If you got to stay in the house, you still got to live your life each day. Whatever you're doing, you still got to live your life each day. So why not make the best of it and do some good in somebody's life out of the goodness of your heart? Why not do good? A lot of these things that people do are choices. And they make their choices because they're ill-informed. Low self-esteem make people do a lot of bad things.
Just ahead, make a right turn on East Brooks Road.
It'd be that guilt weighing you down from things that have either happened to you or that you have made happen to somebody else. But once you're pure of heart, all that gets let go. Like, you're innocent. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to say, y'all. Like, I understand it's a pandemic going on. I understand it's a lot of radiation going on. It's a lot of government people trying to kill us. All that other stuff is true, indeed. But if you're the pure of the heart, you're going to succeed in whatever you do. You're going to be looked over. You're going to be passed over from actual death. Actual separation from a source.
Using the right lane, keep right, then make a left turn on South 3rd Street.
That's all I had to say, though. Y'all have a good night and stay safe. Eat your veggies. Y'all have a good one.